Hello there guys, thank you very much for tuning in. It's Beer Monster O'Clock and I've got a craft beer for this review today. It's from the Bianca Road Brewing Company, who are based in London, and I think they've been about since 2016, and it's called Hazy. A bit like the rapper, can see what they're doing there, very clever. This is called Hazy. And it is a hazy pale ale, and it comes in at 6% in volume. Can art, just literally got some clads there, so it's called Hazy for God's sake, and it's got clads on the can. It's got to be hazy surely, otherwise that's going to be a bit of a letdown, isn't it? So 330ml can, it's 1.8 UK units. Yeah, they could have tried a bit harder with the can art, I suppose, but I do like the name. Anyway, never mind all that, let's crack her open, shall we? Little bit of a squirter. Cool, that couldn't wait, look. It's all coming out the can there. Right, let's get this one in the glass, I think. Well, I don't know how I managed to get that in there without spilling it. Well, there we go, there's a bit of a close-up for the pour. Now, this beer came from the Advent calendar, beer Advent calendar by the Bier company. What the Advent calendar sadly fell apart, so I've just took all the beers out, put them in the fridge, and I'm going to review them over the next month or two. Yeah, this is the glass that came in the Advent calendar. Anyway, it is very hazy, to be fair. The head has dissipated extremely quickly, which is a shame. It's kind of a hazy golden yellow colour, but in all fairness, it looks like a glass of orange juice, really, doesn't it? Looks like a glass of orange juice. Carbonation wise, can't really tell. It's so hazy. There is a bit in there, but I can't really tell how well carbonated it is or anything like that. Anyway, let's get the aroma, shall we? Citrusy, I think it's grapefruit and tropical fruits without any real sort of standout. It's more like a blend of tropical fruit. The main thing I'm getting though is citrus, in particular grapefruit. Anyway, let's see what it tastes like, shall we guys? Cheers. Bosh. First impressions, it's pretty good. It's got a good body to it, sort of a medium body for me. It's quite creamy. I think the oats, there's got to be oats in this. It's kind of enhanced the sort of mouthfeel a bit. Have a look if it actually has any ingredients. Yes, it does. Very few. Water, barley, oats, hops and yeast, and that's it. It doesn't tell you anything else about what it's supposed to smell like or taste like or anything. Yeah, I am getting the oats. This is quite a citrusy one, this. The main thing I'm picking up, citrus-wise, is definitely grapefruit, much like the aroma. And slight zestiness as well, some sort of zest. Maybe grapefruit zest as well, you know. There is a bitterness on the end as well, but it's kind of like a more of a citrusy bitterness from the zest. If you're with me, it's quite nice though. It's, for me, it's definitely more citrusy than it is fruity. It's a shame it's not a tad more fruity. Quite low in the carbonation department. It is there, but it is kind of low. Probably, I would say, probably tastes a little, like it's got a little less alcohol in than what it has. It is 6% ABV, probably tastes more 5 to me. Oh, you can taste the alcohol in there, it's nothing major. Something quite earthy about it as well. It is quite nice, but the bitterness really does hang around with this one, and it sort of lingers. It's quite nice. It is quite nice. I'm enjoying it, but it's not amazing. You know, it's, for me, this is pretty average really, but it is quite nice at the same time. I quite liked that bitterness at first, but as this going on, it's lingering and it never really went away in the first place. So now it's starting to get a little bit much, if that makes sense. It's just like really just carries over and stays for the next mouthful, and then you have the next mouthful, and then it just builds. It's a bit like if you're eating, like, you know, you get certain like chilies and they kind of build, their heat builds. Well, the bitterness on this one sort of builds for me, if that makes any sense. Otherwise, I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10 for me. It's okay, but there's better beers out there, to be honest, and hopefully there'll be some better beers in this advent calendar. But you know, if this is one of the worst ones, can't really complain too much. It's still perfectly drinkable. It's just very, very bitter and not a lot else really. Could do with a bit more complexity to it for me. So, anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Smash that like button for me if you don't mind. It would help out the channel a hell of a lot. And consider subscribing if you're new around here or you've just never subscribed before. It really would help the channel out a lot, and it's free, and it would be much appreciated by myself. And hopefully I'll see some of you on the next one. Bye bye, darlings.